Audio Jungle.
The Epic of Sundiata. In this video project, I'm going to talk about the meaningful history of the Epic of Sundiata. First, I will describe the most important details of this history and its main messages. Second, I will explain moments, ideas, and scenes from the history that illustrate how the culture in Africa and its values was at that time. Finally, I will present ideas of my own culture that can relate to the theme of this history. Let's start. The story of the Epic of Sundiata is told by a griot, a storyteller, to illustrate how Sundiata managed to become king and found the empire of Mali. The story begins with a prophecy. The prophecy is that one day King Connaught is going to meet an ugly woman and that he's going to have a son who will one day become a strong and powerful king, ideal for the city of Niani. Shortly thereafter, Connaught meets an ugly woman, Sagolon, and immediately married her to fulfill the prophecy. They had a son who was called Sundiata. The destiny of Sundiata, according to the prophecy, was to be king. But he was born disabled, he could not walk. This situation made many doubt because he did not possess the qualities of a powerful king. Therefore, Sundiata faced many challenges from an early age, such as his inability to walk, the social pressure part of the inhabitants of the kingdom because they duped him because of his weakness. Lastly, the constant humiliation of the first wife towards him and his mother. When King Connaught died, his first son inherited the throne, ignoring the prophecy. The suffering of Sundiata and his family by the new king determined Sundiata to walk. As a result, Sundiata stood on two legs to defend his family. However, the envy of the first wife of the king and her first son was so strong that they sent Sundiata and his family into exile. While Sundiata was in exile, he prepared to be as strong as a lion by learning battle techniques and gaining wisdom. After 7 years in exile, Sundiata planned to destroy Sasomaro, who had taken control of Niani by force and who was considered a bad leader. Sundiata and his small army faced Sasomaro and his army. Sundiata and his people managed to destroy the army of Sasomaro. But when Sundiata goes to face Sasomaro, he despairs as if by magic. Sundiata tells his army that they are not going to look for him because it was already so dark that it would be that better than move to Niani. When Sundiata arrived in Niani, he sacrificed oxen and rams to thank God for his triumph. Sundiata was welcomed to Niani with joy and celebrations. He began to build the Niani as his father had before. Niani flourished. Sundiata is able to form alliances with other cities of Mali. In this way, Sundiata manages to build the empire of Mali. In addition, Sundiata becomes a king and hero for his people, and today he is a legend. The main message of this history is that nothing is impossible. That if we do not have the qualities at the beginning to fulfill our dreams or goals, that doesn't mean that we have to give up. We just have to work as hard as Sundiata. Now, I want to share my understanding of the culture of Mali. One aspect of African culture that we can appreciate is their beliefs. One example of the culture is the griot, as they speak of the values and culture of Africa. Another belief is in destiny. Through this history, we can see how King Connaught have faith in the prophecy, even though Sundiata was born with physical difficulties. We can also highlight sacrifice as a method of giving thanks. Sundiata sacrificed oxen and rams to thank God when he entered Iniani. Furthermore, the lion is a symbol of strength and courage. Sundiata is compared to a lion for his strength. Finally, we can see that with the disappearance of Sasumara aspect of black magic, I can relate aspects of African culture to my own of the Dominican Republic. A long time ago, the Haitian state wanted to invade the Dominican Republic, but Juan Pablo Duarte fought to make the Dominican Republic a free and independent country. He did not have enough weapons or other resources to liberate the republic, but he never surrendered, just like Sindata did not. And today he is remembered with pride and honor. Also, the relationship of the parents toward the children is similar in my country. In my culture, parents support their children to be successful. Remember, Konate gives Sundiata personal grace to develop wisdom. I would recommend that people read the Epic of Sundiata as it is a story full of values. It also teaches us that no one is born perfect and that all the adversity that one's going through in life only molds you to convert you to who you want to be. As Indiana, we also should never give up. We have to work hard. We can expect that the dream will come to us. It will not be like that.